advantage over second place Juan Pablo Montoya, nearly 5.5 seconds. Carl Edwards is third. Jeff Gordon and Marcos Ambrose complete the top 5. And a couple of drivers we've been watching on the move lately, Clint Boyer, Kurt Busch, both have strong forces.
Yeah, these guys are cutting their way through traffic. Again, they're so far back from the leaders. There's no way they can make that time up unless the caution comes out. And Truex is extending his lead. Yeah. He's not just, we talk about how good Juan is and how when he sees it, he goes after it. But at the same time, Truex is running his pace, hitting his mark, running his laps, and little by little, it's a tenth here, it's a half a tenth there.
Here comes Jeff Gordon inside of Carl Edwards, picking up the 3rd position. Jeff Gordon restarted
There's my
outside
sister.
top 15 back in 18.
NASCAR fan of Danica Patrick.
At lap 83, and he's coming to the front. The question is, does he have enough time to get there? You see the separation as Gordon makes his way up the hill.
Not enough time to get to the lead. I don't think so. That's a second lap or more.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I know it's amazing where he restarted after that last caution, but go back to lap 24 when he actually pitted too soon when the caution came out, and he restarted this race 37. That's an unbelievable run back to the front.
Hey, look, we're looking at an excellent point, Larry, because we're looking at Jeff and 30 here, but we're also looking at Kurt Busch at 6. Same thing, 2 speeding penalties, gets a lap down. The 56 comes down pit road, he gets his lap back, the caution comes out, but he has to restart all the way back in 31st, 32nd, wherever it's at. Those 2 guys have done a tremendous job on it. Jeff's driving like he's 24.
And Larry, Kurt Busch and Jeff Gordon, we've documented, pitted under caution at lap 83. Truex, Montoya, and Edwards also in the top 5, pitted at lap 69. I mean, do we feel comfortable they are good to go the distance on fuel? I haven't talked about that in a while.
Yeah, absolutely, Adam, because when you think about it, that's, 41 laps, and I think with the number of cautions we've had, that's well within the window.
Always something you have to keep an eye on, especially here at Sonoma. Jeff Gordon, 8.6 seconds behind that last time by the start-finish line.
It's 6:11, Mom, isn't it? 8 to go. I'd be so happy to see Truex win.
That hasn't won in more than 200 races.
I'd be so happy to see Truex win.
To be out front and on
I'd be
cruise
so
control.
happy.
Yeah, but Truex, trust me, the only thing that's going through Truex's mind is wanting this thing to go green. Because that's going to change everything. I mean, it really, right now, he's got this race in hand. He's doing a beautiful job driving this thing. He's not abusing the car. But boy, if a caution comes out, it's a whole different ball game for him. So he, like you said, he's not being pressured. He's running at his own pace, and that's good. But I'm guaranteed he's just praying that yellow doesn't come out.
Down into turn 11, you see second place Juan Pablo Montoya back behind him. Here's Jeff Gordon. And right behind him, Carl Edwards. Here's Kurt Busch continuing on the move.
Wow.
Drives to the inside of Marcos Ambrose.
I mean, Kurt is flying, like I said, probably the fastest car on the racetrack.
Oh, anyways, Truex
has to come from.
to win a race in 2018. And this is bad news because I might not. Dad, can I video these last 10 laps? There's already 7 to go, so can you warm my popcorn chicken up?
The 600 today, the pit road speeding penalties. Yes, they find a way to battle back. Speaks to the character of this group.
It does speak to the character of the group, but eventually that beats you down and beats you down and beats you down. You know, and I think Kurt said it. Once we get a race where we don't have any mistakes, whether it's Kurt making a mistake, a pit call making a mistake, whatever that may be, getting in an accident, then they're going to be a force to win a race. But as long as they keep having these small mistakes, then this is what we see. What could be greatness is relegated back to a solid top 5, top 10 finish. What could be greatness.
As we stand now, he's jumped 4 positions to the championship after losing 5 last week. Right now, that's 78 teams, 16 in points, 29 out of the top 10. That's up from 20 today.
Marcos Ambrose. Yo.
Truex just about to start finish line. 6 laps remaining.
video.
And he continues ever so slightly to pull away from second place, Juan Pablo Montoya.
He's actually pulling away from third place, too, which is Jeff Gordon on the better tires.
Now, Gordon may have run all the good out of that. Meanwhile, you look at Jimmy Johnson. Talked about the fact that he got 2 tires a while ago on that cycle of stops, and he's got Joey Logano trying to run him down for 12.
Yeah, and I think he's doing everything he can to hold that position right now.
Back behind them, Dale
He's
Earnhardt
12.
looking for his first top 10.
Not running bad. He's in the top 20.
The top 5, Junior right now 14.
Joey. Logano.
Last week, if it could go wrong, it did go wrong for Rick Hendrick and his organization. This week, as the graphic showed you, all 4 of their drivers inside the top 14. They have led laps, and Jeff Gordon carrying the flag in third. Let's go back to Michigan and remind everybody how it went down in the Irish Hills. A lot of promise. Hendrick cars led a number of laps. Jeff Gordon crashed early. Casey Kane leading, had that tire blow, hit the wall while out front. Dale Earnhardt Jr. was leading, had the engine let go, and Jimmy Johnson running second late, gaining ground on Greg Biffle, and he lost a tire, hit the wall. First time since 05 here at Sonoma that all 3 Hendrick cars, or all 4 Hendrick cars, they finished outside the top 25. Greg Biffle racing with his old teammate, Matt Kenseth.
And these cars are pretty much all on the same tires, I believe. And they've been stacked up like this.
What the heck? My dad just farted, mister. Come here. Everybody, my dad just farted.
It's the battle for 9th. Biffle going to get the position. Harvick's right there. Johnson stacked up behind him, trying to take advantage of the 20. That 29 going to slide through as well. Not competitive for the lead and the win today, but Greg Biffle, a nice job to back up what he did at Michigan last weekend.
Montoya.
And
Boom.
as we look at how
Kane. Johnson. Caboose. Boya.
Wow. Jimmy smoked that thing down in there.
Probably down the cords.
Yes.
I'm not running up and down the stairs.
Kansas car's really gone away in the latter stages. Logano also taking advantage.
The stadium. 4 to go. 4 to go at Sonoma.
This ought to be awful good. We go on board with Jimmy Johnson into turn 11.
I told you, you're getting stressed before you have yellow team.
And this one, the car now from 30 plus down to the 35 miles per hour.
Oh my God, I was bumping him.
Using the car up a lot. On the brakes harder this time of the game. But he did have that thing locked up longer than you would like.
Longer than you would like. We see guys do it for 10 or 15 feet, but that seemed to be more in the order of 50 or 60 feet. Be interesting to see those tires at the end of the race. Gino got in there a little hard and took Kenseth all the way to the outside.
Now, Matt's problem, am I right? Matt probably has more on his tires than, because he didn't come in this last time. So he's asking more right now from his tires than the guys he's racing.
3 to go.
What's up with Kenseth?
Well, he needed to save fuel, and that's what they told him to do. They said, back off, try to save fuel, and of course the other thing is, but don't give up any position.
Yeah.
Wow, look at Jason Mears.
Could see our coverage right now, and he knew this was going on behind him. He'd have a heart attack because he does not want to see the caution. 3 laps to go for the race leader.
I don't want to see a caution either. I just don't like them.
Don't get it. I mean, you know, he stayed out. If you're going to stay out and ask to save fuel when you got 15 guys behind you, why not just come in and get fuel so you can run?
Yeah, you can't at a place like this. You know, you just can't at a place like this. You know, at a place like
It's
Martinsville, a place like this, but once they get you off the groove, they just bring you. And that's kind of the way this place has been. We've seen Matt get
It's
caught
magic.
2 or 3 positions at a time.
Oh my gosh, my foot hurts. My foot hurts whenever I step on.
Martin Truex Jr. leading this race, and he's been by himself for a good portion of the latter stages.
I love Jimmy Johnson, like I said,
But he did have an
I'm so
anxious
feeling
moment not long ago when he came up on the slower car of Kyle Busch. Watch this.
Just a little bit free. And you don't want to see that. You don't want to see any
Come on!
in front of you at this point.
Top 10.
Two to go now.
2 to go.
Martin Truex Jr. starting to smell it here in Sonoma as Harvick and Johnson, two California guys, doing battle.
Go!
And real quick, let's let everyone know Jimmy Johnson had his big fundraising golf tournament this week, raised $600,000 down near San Diego. We offer our congratulations and thank him and Lowe's for what they have done for the sport, giving back to the kids, and certainly it was a great day.
He's still making time. I'm surprised those front tires are turning. When he locked that thing up.
Yeah. Here's Martin Truex Jr. He's looking impressive right now, Larry, as he makes his way down to turn 11.
Well, just remember, what he's looking for is that white flag, because we know if he gets the white flag, it's pretty much a race regardless. But I guess it's been well documented, 218 races since his last win. But when you think about it, guys, 6 times during that period, he's finished second. Go back to Texas where he led 142 laps and got beat off pit road and finished second. So this is going to be an unbelievable deal. And it would be Chad Johnson, his crew chief's first win if they can seal the deal.
And he's now taking the white flag, Larry.
Yeah.
Less than a lap to go for Martin Truex Jr.
This is amazing right here. I don't think anybody would have picked Truex as we come out here.
Look at 42's out of fuel.
42's out of fuel. Wow.
Now, does Truex have enough
And
fuel?
he pitted at the same lap as Truex, which was lap 69, Marty.
He said, "You're kidding me," on the radio. "We could have saved fuel, guys. We're out." He ran out going up the hill, worst possible spot.
Truex through turn 7.
These guys pitted on the same lap. We're hearing these guys that the 56 and the 42 pitted on the same lap. So does he have enough? But he's got such a cushion. He can such a cushion here.
He can coast from here.
He can kind of ease it back in from here.
Martin Truex Jr. won a couple of nationwide series championships.
Yeah, I know that.
And won fairly early in his Sprint Cup Series career. His only win coming in June of 2007 at Dover. Since that time, 27 different drivers have gone to victory lane. 6 runner-up finishes for
There he
Truex
goes.
since then. But today he's going to
How about
check
that?
the flag. Martin Truex Jr. a win in Sonoma.
Come back, I'm on Clamor from New Jersey, buddy. Good job.
I cannot believe it.
Yeah, for a modified driver from Wall Stadium, man. Pretty good job. Turn left and right. Good job. Got so fun, holy crap.
Oh, look at that. Jimmy Johnson finished 9th.
Second straight year that Michael Waltrip Racing has been able to get the win here at Sonoma.